Hello, yes, if you're wondering why I look like Pop, it's because I am taxiderming a Goliath Birdeater spider, the Theraphosa stirmi. Now, I don't tend to wear gloves or masks, but I have taxidermied a Apophysis before and the hair was really bad. So I would suggest to anyone that wants to do it, then mask up and gloves. Let's get into the video.
Face in your face. What the hell is going on down there?
So as I said in the intro, make sure you've got gloves especially and a mask if you have one. Also, I use this large cardboard box so that any hairs, guts, or inside should I say, you can dispose of them straight away after you've finished with the first process of the taxidermy. So here we have our spider in question, the large adult female Theraphosa stirmi, which was donated to me by the lovely Nikki, so thanks again Nikki. She is a whopper and she's actually very heavy, which is quite shocking. I was quite surprised about how heavy they were. And we're just going to remove her from the tub and then uncurl her, and then we'll flip her over, ready to remove the insides. I'm just moving the tissue to one side because I'm actually going to reuse it for some of the mucky bits rather than just using all cotton wool. Good to recycle. Now I'm just zoomed in here so you can have a really good look before we start taking the innards out of the abdomen and the central underneath of the carapace. Now, as I've said before, I always flip them over with the front two legs because I find these to be the most sturdy and you're not risking pulling any limbs off. Now I do have a short time lapse of me first opening up the abdomen, taking out a few of the inners, but I do stop then and just move on to the next part so you don't have to watch this bit. It's not that pleasant for most people. And now we've finished taking all the insides out of the abdomen and the carapace. Now you want to give it a really good rinse out. I usually use some cotton wool earbud things. Wet them down and then give it a good rinse out quite a few times before then going on to stuff some cotton wool into the abdomen. Now, not only do I use tweezers for this bit just due to the amount of hair on the abdomen, I also use it just because they're really good to get right into every single nook and cranny, so you don't get any bagging, and make the abdomen as plump and as realistic as it used to be. Now I've moved into a time lapse again because obviously this is a big female. It takes a long time to fill the abdomen and you don't want to just sit here watching me watch it in real time, or I'd speed it up. The best thing you can do is keep flipping it over as gently as possible so you don't get hair in your face, and just keep checking on how the finished product will look. Now once you're pretty satisfied with your abdomen's shape, you can start putting some cotton wool stuffing into the carapace. Now you can see that I stuff it in and pull it out a few times and actually give it a clean again, because I notice there's still some insides in there, and you don't want to leave any of that in there because it will start rotting the animal away, it will attract flies, you're going to get issues, and then you're going to end up with a specimen that you can't use. So just really make sure that you're getting all the innards out. Even if it takes you longer, it doesn't matter, it'd be worth it in the end. Now I've flipped it back over now just to have another look at that abdomen before I pin her. I did have to do a voiceover on this part because there's quite a bit of swearing, just because the hairs were flying everywhere and it was starting to make me itch a bit. And as I can see, there's still some bagging. I'm still not 100% pleased with it. I'm quite fussy. I like the abdomen to look as the best I can, so I'm doing a bit more stuffing in that part before gluing it. And especially with these big female spiders, you really want to be pushing into every single nook and cranny. Now, be cautious, they are quite robust, but you could still break or tear the abdomen, so you want to do this as gently but as thoroughly as possible. And then you just want to squeeze the abdomen together as much as you can to get that gap to seal, and then seal it off with some glue. I used 3-in-1 craft glue from Amazon. You can use super glue, but it's a bit of a pain, it smells, so I would prefer the 3-in-1 craft glue, and it just sticks and dries a lot quicker. And then squeeze it together as much as you can. Right, I just wanted to add that I don't know if the video picked up, but there's so much hair comes off these spiders. I can even feel my hands itching even though I had gloves on, so I need to get some more decent gloves. I don't think I'm going to put this mask back on my face either now, because I'm sure his hair is in the air. I'm going to go and have a really good wash, but not scrub. But that's what Chris from Chris's Own Wills told me once before when I got hair by hypothesis doing taxidermy. I'm just going to go and rinse everything in hot water and just hope for the best, really. Yeah, so that's why I would really prepare if you're going to taxidermy one of these spiders. Their hair is crazy, and I'm going to get the vacuum out now and just get all the excess hair out the way, out the air if I can, and then we'll carry on. So we've waited for the glue to dry on the abdomen, so she is now ready to be pinned. Now I start with just placing pins either side of the abdomen, just straighten it up, and then I'll start on one leg and then move my way around one side and then make the other side as symmetrical as I can, checking as I go along. Now she's starting to take some lovely shape now, and surprisingly with the bigger spiders like this you don't need as many pins as the smaller fragile ones because they just hold their shape a lot more with fewer pins, which is a bonus. Just a bit of fiddling about and a few pins where you want them, depending on how you want your spider to look. I like mine to look quite natural. And then we just pin the pedipalps, and then finally we pop some pins just to so you can see the spinnerets as well, which I quite like to do. Now I've taken my gloves off just because I'm finding it hard to grip the legs properly so I can get them in the position I want. Now I probably shouldn't have done this, but I need some decent gloves. They're just like gloves you get in a box for hair dye. I'm going to actually invest in some proper surgical gloves. I think they'll just, so I can get a bit better grip. And there we have it, all finished. She's looking very lovely. Now she's a big spider, so I'm thinking she might not be ready for me to frame ready for Taunton show. So I'll probably keep her ready for when I trade at BTS. Well, you never know. I'll just keep checking her as I go along. So, giant tarantula taxidermy. What do you think? Please let me know in the comments. Got some exciting stuff coming up. I'd say a few. All new products that are going to be on for sale at Taunton Invert Show on the 25th of February. And as you can see, I'm filming behind me rather than in my invert room because my gym is now being transformed into an art room or studio. So I'll show you a picture here of what it was like and now it is like, but it's going to look completely different. So I'm looking forward to filming there properly. And thank you always for your for watching and your support, and I'll see you on the next video.
Face in your face.